Good morning. It is Thursday, the 6th of September 2018. This is the local news for today. There is still a taboo around cervical cancer, increasing deforestation in Suriname, transplant of human organs should be properly regulated, and Suriname got a B- rating from Fitch Rating Bureau. Cervical cancer is the second cause of death among Surinamese women. Given the national figures, there are 60 to 70 new cases every year. From this number, 25 women die each year. According to Nancy Bandu, the executive director of Stichting of the Lobby Health Foundation, this is not necessary if women are regularly screened. To reduce the number of cases, a national working committee is installed. Bandu says that this committee has a specific task. Cervical cancer is the most common type of cancer after breast cancer among women. Although this is alarming, this type of cancer can be treated successfully. In a study done by the Lobby Foundation in the district of Saramacca, it turned out that most women are not bold enough to be screened. The HPV virus plays an important role in cervical cancer. This virus is transmitted through sexual intercourse. To prevent the risk of contamination, a start was made in 2013 with the vaccination of young girls. According to Bandu, there is also doubts about the vaccine. The Surinamese society should also be made aware of this matter. Women with unusual abdominal pain or abnormal vaginal bleeding should get tested quickly for cervical cancer. There is an increase in the number of deforestation in Suriname. This is from around 0.1 to 0.11% per year. So says the General Director of Conservation International Suriname, John Schoetschalk, in a presentation to the clergy of the Roman Catholic Diocese. Schoetschalk is informing all relevant players in Suriname about the draft nature law. He says that awareness needs to take place. The website of the Global Forest Watch shows that Suriname has a large forest cover of more than 93%. But the uncontrolled logging and concessions do not create a good picture for the future. In Brazil, the same website shows that they are doing a lot of logging on basis of red spots. We must stop to think that cutting the forest is the only way to take care of our children. There are other possibilities, says Schoetschalk. The emphasis of the Draft Nature Act is focused on the 16 protected areas of Suriname. And according to Schoetschalk, one has to know how much economic value a tree has before it is cut down. Transplantation of human organs is a new development within the public health in Suriname. To properly regulate this development, the Commission Kidney Transplant Suriname is working on a concept of the Organ Transplant Act. This law applies not only to the transplant of kidneys but to all human organs. With the increasing number of kidney dialysis patients in Suriname, the government installed a committee to allow these patients to have one second chance. This should be possible through transplantation. To achieve this goal, the Commission is busy to put all technical and administrative things in order. Despite this, a kidney dialysis patient depends on a donor. Last month, the committee started a pre-screening process for patients and donors. Gopal Rai indicates that the health condition of both parties should be good to proceed to this medical procedure. A simple calculation shows that the annual cost per dialysis patient is higher than those of a transplant. With the law on transplant of organs, it should be impossible to trade organs. And in the latest Fitch rating report, our country has been assessed with a B- rating. According to the Ministry of Finance, Suriname is coming closer to the next level, and that is B. right decisions in the fiscal field move Suriname to a solid economic recovery, says the Ministry of Finance further in a press release. Inevitable stability is reality. Fitch Rating reports that inflation fell to 8.6% year-on-year in March, after an average of 22% in 2017 and 55% in 2016. And the agency expects that inflation will fall to 7% year-on-year by the end of 2018. The General Bureau of Statistics recently has released more inflation figures for April to June, showing that inflation is continuing to decline. There is still a lot to be done, and despite the many challenges, we are absolutely on the right track. Fitch Ratings expects that the government deficit of Suriname, according to the GFS model, will gradually fall back from 7.9% of the gross domestic product 2017 to 6.1% in 2018 and to 5.4% in 2020, driven by stronger oil and gold exports. Partly due to the government policy, the agency expects on average real growth of 1.8% in 2019 to 2020. Everyone is needed to help Suriname, and this can be done by means of a constructive dialogue and close cooperation. That concludes our local news for today. Be sure to join me tomorrow for a new edition. Bye-bye.